All right, hey everybody. Quick one here today. Hopefully, should be pretty quick. I just wanted to mention a few things about this upcoming free agent period, which begins tomorrow. 3 p.m. is the deadline. Get all your bids in by 3 p.m. tomorrow. That is Friday, April the 3rd. And the teams that are involved in this first bidding period are entitled to sign one player. The reason for that is because this whole free agent system came up of late. And when we made these trades of draft picks, I don't think we signed up for this whole free agent leverage thing. Having your free agent position, your waiver order. Excuse me. So at any rate, for the first round, we'll just hold teams like mine that traded our first round pick. We'll hold us to task, and then starting in next round, next free agent period day, which is the 6th of April, that would be a Monday, then all teams are going to be eligible to sign players, and the waiver order will be based on last year's standings, the final standings. So then, other than that, okay. So what I'm getting at here is, because the cap is raised by 300 million or to 300 million dollars during the off season. I know how some of the owners here are. I've been around you guys a long time, and money will burn a hole in some guys' pockets. I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So you have 300 million to spend. You only have 235 during the regular season. But what's stopping you from signing players that you really can't sign? You have no intention of signing. Nothing really. You could do that, and what I would say is, you could do that for several reasons. One reason might be that you want to hold his rights so that you can maybe use him as a bargaining chip during the offseason, maybe trade for something of value with a player that you have no intention of actually signing. You could do that. The only thing is a savvy general manager will recognize that you can't eventually sign that player and will wait you out until even the season starts. So what you're going to sacrifice, the owner that wants to get that player, what you're sacrificing is the security of having that player throughout the offseason on your roster. And you're going to miss week one, game one, period one. And that's about it. Once the player is released, which he has to be opening the season because all teams have to be at 235, you could just go ahead and pick him up at that time. So, anyways, you could sign a player with that in mind, trying to make a deal, trying to get somebody to be weak and maybe give you some sort of draft pick down the line next year. We will only be trading for rookie draft picks, of course. This whole waiver order stuff, I think you could trade this, but you're going to have to do it through me. You're both going to have to tell me you want to flip flop your waiver order. That's the way we'll do it too. We won't do it like we're doing it this year, where we take away rights in the first round. It's just a weird year, but it's going to get straight on track after this round. So at any rate, the other reason you could spend that extra money is, basically to hold them away from somebody. You might just want to torture someone. So you could do that, guys. I would say if you're not serious about signing a player, maybe stay away from that. The reason for the extra cap space really is to accommodate trades that might put you over the cap, the 235, just for a little while, and then you can find out what to do with the extra players you might have acquired. But sure, sign players you can afford and try to trade them if you want. It's something that, maybe gives you a little leverage. I wouldn't overplay it, because at the end of the day, again, you have to waive that player because you won't have the money, and the teams that do have the money are just going to wait you out, and they will know that they will be able to eventually acquire the players that they wanted. But anyways, again, tomorrow we just signed one player. After that, I'm going to make the cap, I think, for the second draft, 3 players, and then it will be 4 players for the third transaction period. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm just trying to avoid anybody getting more than 8 players in this draft. So if you traded away your first round pick, you're not going to get 8 players. You're going to get 7 tops, but that's enough. I think during the offseason, most of us will not need 7 players. The only teams I see needing that many players are the new teams, and there are 3 of them, and they will probably want to sign all 8 of their picks that they can potentially sign. And then they are also in the market to do some deals this offseason. They also have 3 rookie picks, and those are based on the waiver order eventually once we get through this free agent period. Okay, I think that was about it. I just wanted to talk a little bit about strategy, about why somebody would spend money that they, on a player that they don't really have the ability to sign in the long run. That's something I wanted to touch on. Again, don't miss these deadlines. 3 next transaction deadlines this Friday, 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. The next one will be the Monday after that, April 6th, 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then the final one will be April 10, 3 p.m. Pacific. And then we go into hibernation mode. It's just trade season. You can make waivers all throughout the off season, cut salaries, whatever, but you can make deals. Cap will be 300. Come October, I'll get back in touch with you guys, and I'll stay in touch throughout the off season. But then I'll tell you all about the rookie draft. We'll do that one. Then we'll have those 3 transaction periods before the season starts, and then everybody will really have to ask or get off the pot at that point. If they're holding people they can't afford, they'll have to just let them go. And that will be a lot of fun to witness as the new season will eventually be upon us. All right, guys, good luck with your free agent endeavors, and I'll talk to you guys later.